soul, music for the people. And of course, that's the man Blakk Rasta this morning talking to the president. And he's not just talking to the president in the music video, but he's seated here. And I'm sure he wants to say a few words to the president as well. Fancy's here. All right, so the man Abubakar Ahmed is my guest this morning here on the show. Blakk Rasta.
Boom fire, KMJ. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. Good to see you.
Yeah. Same way. Nice to be here.
Great.
Yeah. Flesh, bones, blood.
Of course. Now, this video is what? It's a new one? It's an old one?
It's a new one.
It's a
brand new one. I mean, it's
of the album?
Exactly. Salaga Soldier. Yes.
And this is called what?
This one is Thief President. Thief President.
Past and gone or present?
Well, I mean, as any African country that has a president who is a thief, you know, my going around Africa, you will realize that anywhere you go, I mean, you will realize that there's a certain president who is a thief. You see, I was in Cameroon. They said Paul Biya was a thief. I went all the way to Equatorial Guinea, and they talked about Mbasogo Nguema. I said, thief. I went to Togo. They said, oh, Nyasingbe Iyadima was a thief. Now he handed over to a son thief. In Ghana, they are saying that they also have a thief president sitting right here. So I just decided to make this song.
Which is His Excellency the President?
Yes. You know.
So this is based on your research and not your personal...
No, based on my research and what the people say. In almost every African country you go to, people are telling you, oh, this is it. We have a president here who is a thief. President here who is a thief. In my own country, Ghana, we've seen a lot of thievery. They say when a president sits down to watch people steal, when thieves are counted, the president will be counted too. See? So that is what is happening. And it's sad. Corruption is thievery. Ghana is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. See, Nigeria is one of the most super to the umpteenth time corrupt country in the world. I just came back from Nigeria. 8 days in Nigeria. And trust me, Africa is corrupt. We need to be able to deal with the corruption in our countries and the continent as a whole. Or else we're in trouble, KMG. Trust me. So that is why this song is out.
Okay.
I mean, Mr. President, why you dey lie so? Before election, you tell me you be angel. When you sick, you run go a London. When we sick, oh, we die for Kolebu. Mr. President, why you wicked so? Tell me how you dey sleep at night too. See them a come, them coming like an angel, but them a thief, them no say them a thief. Mr. President, you coming like your savior, but you a thief. You no say you a thief. Thief president, why you thief so? And the people say, thief man, why you thief so? The people, they must suffer, but you don't care so. Thief man, why you thief so?
So this is all the Salaga
Soldier album. Yes.
We're going to be checking into that album, but you happen to be one of the most intelligent people on radio.
Thank you.
Yet, a lot of people feel that you're very controversial.
Okay.
Why so?
Well, I think that I am sometimes a little beyond my age. Things that I reason about now and say, some people will not agree. A year or two, 5 years, 6, 7 years, then they are all clamoring after the same old thing that I said years past. So I am used to hearing that, oh, Blakk Rasta is controversial. Controversial. But it's not even bad to be controversial. What does it mean? It's a contra view. Your view is that this road is straight. And I say that, no, it's crooked. There's nothing wrong, you know, with somebody calling you controversial. But basically, I think that I am several years ahead of my age. I mean, I was born to teach as parents. So I was born into books. I read from when I was a little chap. Anything in print, I read. So I understand when you are born into a country that does not read. Saying they will tell you that, oh, to keep any secret away from the black man, put it in a book. And I was born amongst books. So I understand why some people might call me controversial.
Is Blakk Rasta untouchable?
Blakk Rasta is very touchable by people who have good hearts. Saying, if you have a good heart, if you are patriotic, I am so touchable and reachable. But if you are wicked, demonic, satanic, then I'm untouchable. I am untouchable to people who are wicked, untouchable to people who are not ready to be straight. That's the kind of person Blakk Rasta is. That is why I've survived all these attacks all these years. That is why I continue to be relevant all these years. My arms are open to people who are conscious, people who are ready to be, clean. That way, we can move together. But if you have a contra spirit, a spirit that is contrary to the cause, then certainly I'm unreachable and untouchable. If you don't reach me, how do you touch me?
There are so many people that you've for want of better words, you've descended on based on what has happened and all of that. Are there some of them that you feel, based on what happened and your reflection upon what has happened, you feel that you could make amends with them?
Interestingly, KMJ, what it is that when I talk about somebody, I don't remember the person anymore.
Really?
Oh, yes, I don't. It's not personal. I look at the issue. I talk about KMJ, and then ba is done. Oh, I met a certain gentleman recently. His name has escaped me again. And he told me, oh, Blakk Rasta, I'm a big fan of yours. I want to give you some pieces of land around Pram area there and all that. I said, oh, you must be a super fan. But the other day you descended on me. And I said, what exactly was the issue? He said, oh, some Pram land issue, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't even remember. We deal with the issues. This head cannot carry everybody's problem on. So what I do is, once I unleash it, I let it go.
As that simple?
Exactly. I don't remember people that I quote and unquote attack. See, I just look at the issue. That is why I don't remember who is the Minister of Employment. I don't know who the Minister of Sports is. I deal with issues. I don't care to know who is the minister. All I care about is that the work must be done. I know there's a certain minister there. Because it's not personal, I don't know his name. But I know there's a minister.
So if you want to talk about him, you find his name.
I find his name.
And when you're done, that's it.
Exactly.
But you always remember the president's name.
Yes, because the president is the one that I voted for, and he chose all these people. His face was what was on the ballot box, so I remember that clearly. And so when I'm going to the president, I go to him for probity and accountability. Saying, it's nothing personal. And KMJ, interestingly, they have come to see that this is the kind of person Blakk Rasta is. He's honest. Blakk Rasta takes no bribes. Blakk Rasta is not corrupt. And for that matter, when I talk, they don't take it too personal. They don't take it like, oh, he's attacking us because he dislikes us. No, he's attacking us because we are not doing things that will make Ghana move forward. That is why nobody can link me to any political party. Saying, if this one is in the opposition, oh, he is sympathizing with the opposition, which is supposed to be so. I mean, as somebody who talks for the people, normally when they are in opposition, that is when they speak about the rot of the government. But when they are in power, they forget all these things and they are just enjoying. So we seem to always be on the side of the opposition because the opposition speaks the same language as us every time.
You don't have them coming at you?
They do sometimes. Yeah. I mean, you remember I was in the studios of Xylophone FM the other time, and a gunman came trying to take my life. He came in. My producer ran into the studio after the lights in the studio went out. I was mad because it was Doomsaw at the time, and we had prepared that the generator would take over. Immediately the lights went out, therefore we just have a blink and come. But this thing was off. So I was angry that they probably did not feed the generator enough fuel, or what was the issue. Then the producer ran into the studio. Blakk, there's a man here, he's mentioning your name. He's broken down the gate. He says he's coming for you. He's holding a gun. I said, holding what? He couldn't answer. He ran out for his own life. I was sitting down there waiting. Should I escape? Where should I pass? Sometimes it's just good that you just sit down. Then I heard gunshots. Pow, 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 3 gunshots. I was like, this man has shot me. He shot me. He shot me 3 times. Then I waited to see which part of my body he shot.
Blood or anything?
I was looking around, no blood. I said, but he shot me. I had 3 shots. I pulled my neck out and I saw this man lying on the floor. The security had shot him. I heard 3 times, but later I was told by the police report that he was shot 7 times.
Wow.
But I had 3 bullets. I mean, the Ghana Journalists Association issued a report and all that. Interestingly, KMG, when I came out and saw the guy lying there in a pool of blood, and it was captured, the whole scenario was captured on the CCTV. He was carried onto the police van and carried all the way, supposedly, to the morgue because they believed he had died. On the way, he resurrected. And when he resurrected and they took him to the hospital, they chained him to the hospital bed. After midnight, he beat the 2 nurses and doctors who were on duty. A man who was chained to his bed and escaped.
Wow.
So he's still on the loose.
And this came from which party at the time?
Well, I can't tell which party it was, but certainly I was on radio speaking against the government. And I do that. I mean, I have people send me messages and threats, but fortunately for me, I've gone beyond threats. People have come to see that Blakk Rasta is not malicious. He's only speaking for Ghana. And if you love Ghana, if you love Africa, you must love Blakk Rasta. Because I'm not on any politician's payroll. I've been in this business for over 20 years. Not one soul can come out and say, I gave Blakk Rasta 20 Ghana cedis to support my party. It's not possible. I don't do that. See? So you can come after me. So when I speak, now that I'm speaking against them in power, when they get in opposition and I speak against the new party that comes into power, that is when they come to their senses and say, yeah. You know, but they've always known this. But when they are in power, they forget that this is what it is.
Would you ever seek for a political position?
Never. It's not my thing.
Would you ever support any candidates, even if it's an independent candidate?
Yes, I will, but I'm not sure that I will come out publicly. I'm not too sure about that. Because my destiny is I'm a kingmaker, like Samuel, who anointed the people. He anointed Saul and he became King Saul. Anointed David and he became King David. See? That is me. I am not a king. I am a kingmaker. I am supposed to be able to watch the person and say, oh, all right, I think this person will do so well with this or that or that. Let me push this person so that I can stand behind and lash him when he goes wrong. Whip him into line. That's my purpose. And you can't play this role when you are nyami, as the Jamaicans say.
Yeah.
You eat from here, you eat from here. No. You have to be independent. So when you speak like Samuel used to do in the Bible, he will go and tell the king, hey, you king, you've done this which is wrong. Blah, blah, blah. God is angry with you. You must not do this. You cannot do that when a man feeds you. The man who feeds you controls you. So stay away from their food. And when you go and speak, they would listen.
You can correct them. You're one person who hates dual citizenship.
Yeah, man.
If you care to know, Stevie Wonder is now a Ghanaian.
Yes.
He's an American Ghanaian. You front on that?
Well, what it is this. Steve Wonder is a huge figure. He has always said that he wanted to be a Ghanaian. In fact, he said that he wants to push away America for good.
And his loyalty belongs to Ghana.
To Ghana. So that is not dual citizenship, even though on paper it is. I see this man as a solid figure who has come out to say that despite all the glory, the glitz and glamour, I'm living America and I want to spend all my life left in this country called Ghana. For me, it is enough to say that this is a single citizenship. I love what he has done. He has opened the gates for so many other such people to be able to come in. What is dual citizenship? I'm in KMJ. One leg is in America, another leg is in Ghana. When there's a bomb in America, you are a Ghanaian. There's a bomb in America, in Ghana, you are an American. That is hypocrisy. That's why when Mahama came out and said that I had to descend on him and say that, no, right now the country needs patriotism. That is what the country needs. Patriotism has descended to the lowest ebb, to the point that even our proverbs, like an Akan proverb that I know, Fanti proverb, Abane Juma on Swa Ocho, I have said this time and again, government work, we don't carry the load on the head, we drag it on the floor. In other words, it's not your father's work. Just do it anyhow. You are employed to come and work here. There are some people who are stealing microphones and stealing cameras to go and build their own YouTube pages. You understand? To establish their own. They don't see the work as their own. That is why everywhere I've ever worked, if it was time for me to exit, they were crying. Because I gave them all my loyalty, I killed myself and did the work as if it was my work. That is how it's supposed to be. That's the loyalty, that's the patriotism. If you don't have patriotism, no country would ever develop. Even if you bring God and make him president, there's no way the country would take and talk. People are stealing street lies. They are telling you that government work, you drag it on the floor. And the government is supposed to be the biggest employer in a country like Ghana where everybody wants a white-collar job. See? So at this point, KMJ, we are talking about patriotism. That is why I'm on a patriotism tour of Ghana. I've done half of Ghana already. Going to the schools, catching them young. I talk to them about patriotism and ask them simple questions. In some of the schools, teachers are not even able to answer. Why are we called Ghana? What is the meaning of Ghana? And you will see people catching poke, bli, bli. They can't answer. They don't know what it is. You are called Ghanaian. You carry the name Ghanaian. You don't know why you are called Ghana. I can excuse you if you don't know the circumstances under which we adopted that name Ghana. But simple and short, it was an ancient empire in which there wasn't even a single poor person. Can you imagine that? The ancient Ghana didn't have one single poor person. And Nkrumah envisaged that, and he ate into the spirit, he tapped into the anointing to call this country Ghana.
And look at where we are now.
Look at where we are. Because what made the ancient Ghana empire take and talk? Loyalty. They were all loyal to that wonderful empire. The sacrifices were done, everything was nice. Today, loyalty is missing, and we are lingering.
Great. Let's talk about the album.
Yeah.
Why the title?
Good. I mean, Salaga is a small town in the northern region, and it was very, very well known for slavery. So we still even have the slave market remnants right there in Salaga. See? Now, a lot of people will just tell you, oh, you see, black people, African people sold each other into slavery. We are trying to let them understand the true history, that a lot of us Africans also fought against slavery. It was only a few kings and chiefs who were so greedy and they didn't understand things so much that they gave us out into slavery. But a big majority of us fought against slavery. See? So that is why it's called the Salaga Soldier. The Salaga Soldier was a slave soldier who fought against slavery. And it was said that bullets never penetrated his skin. Like Queen Nanny of Jamaica, in fact, actually from this part of the world, today called Ghana, in fact, from Kurumanting area, I've delved deeper into a history. On another day, Jamaica, bullets were not able to penetrate the skin. So that is why this album is called Salaga Soldier, to give reverence to all the people who fought against slavery in Africa and beyond.
Can bullets penetrate your body?
Well, there was a brother who told me that when you get to the bridge, you will cross it. I think that no bullet can penetrate this skin as long as my mission is not done. I was created by the Almighty, and He gave me a period of time that I will live and work. Until that work is done, no bullet can penetrate it. That's it.
And that's strictly from God's protection.
Yeah, man. God's protection. 100%. God's protection.
You don't believe on the other side of protection?
Which is the other side?
Juju.
The Juju man will tell you he's also calling God. The occultist will tell you he's also calling God. But for me, what I see is the Almighty Father. I might come from a different world of knowing who God is, but I tell you that I believe in God. I believe that there are some other dirty powers that people use, but those dirty powers cannot come near me because I dissociated myself from that kind of thing before I was even born. Yeah, so I'm a man on a mission. I don't get, you see, excuse my language, juju and all those things, they are like tributaries to a river. If you truly want to stay alive, go to the source of the river because the tributaries dry.
Yeah.
That's what juju is. If you need something around your neck before a bullet will not penetrate your skin, or before you speak and people understand. How about when you're walking and then it falls off and you don't see?
You're dead.
What happens? You see? So the inbuilt one, which is inside you, which is the Almighty, That is the power we are parading.
Great. 20 songs on it. Where can we find it right now? How many videos are out already?
Oh, we have about 8 videos shot so far.
Wow.
We have about 5 videos out. I mean, we have another video called Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a wicked, crazy tune. It's #1 in Nigeria, #1 in Ghana right now, alongside another song called Baba Shah.
Baba Shah.
You see, when you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, that's what is happening right now. That's the first track on the album. Sodom and Gomorrah, the Bible said it was the 2 cities were destroyed because of wickedness and corruption and bloodshed and so on and so forth.
And you use that for the song?
I use that for the song.
Okay, so that video is also out?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and it's on the streaming platforms?
Yes, it is.
All of them over there?
Yes.
Because of our time, we've got to be going, but it's 20 songs on the album, and it's called the Salaga Soldier, Blakk Rasta. It's on the same Blakk Rasta, right?
Yeah, Blakk Rasta.
On social
Salaga
media.
Soldier, yes.
Salaga Soldier.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and go and check them out. He's now a Christian, by the way. Are you changing your name to Abubakar Mohammed?
Unfortunately, I don't know what they even call Christian names. Jonathan, Joseph. These are names of slaves and thieves and robbers. Somebody says he's a Christian, and all of a sudden, his powerful name, Mensa Kuntunkununku, he throws it away and goes for Jonathan Manson. That is my Christian name.
It doesn't work, yeah. All right.
What is happening?
That's my brother Blakk Rasta this morning here with us. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Beautiful album. Please go out there and check it out. That will be our time for this morning. God willing, we're back tomorrow at 6 a.m. right here on Prime Morning. Myself, Rosalind Felly, and Esienwa the Golden Girl. Please do stay and watch the rest of our programs on our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Good morning. Bring down the fire.